After losing 150 pounds in 1 year, food has obviously been a very large part of my success. Now, I was eating the egg noodle and meat diet until about 105 pounds down, until it was pretty much hard stuck plateaued, and that's when my sponsors, Swoley, the creatine gummies, actually came through like the absolute goats that they are and fully paid for my bodybuilding coaching. So before we go deeper into the video, I have now been eating the exact same diet for the last 5 months, and it's something called carb cycling. And this means that as per my weekly schedule, we alternate between high, moderate, and low carb days. This is often used by bodybuilders to optimize for muscle growth, fat loss, and actually performance. So without going too far into the actual science of it, this is why it works so well. So on your high days, you're gonna be eating a lot more carbs, and this will replenish your glycogen stores, boost your metabolism, and support you during your more intense workouts, so let's say my leg or my back days. So your high days will actually provide you with more energy, support the muscle growth, and most importantly, prevent your metabolism from slowing down. I have 2 high days weekly, and they come up to about 2,200 calories. So then during your moderate days, you're gonna be maintaining your energy and your muscle mass while allowing some fat loss. So these are the balance days. We have 3 of them weekly, and I'm sitting at around 1,700 calories. And then we have the dreaded low carb days. These will actually promote fat burning by reducing the insulin levels and the glycogen stores. So I'll use these during low activity days, honestly, mostly during my rest days, because I'm at the point now where I can actually barely drive safely on my low days. And the effect of a low day is that it will use fat as its primary energy source, meaning a lot more fat burn. And we have 2 of these hell days weekly, and we're sitting around 1,400 calories a day. These suck. So because we're currently 7 days out and we are flying to Toronto tomorrow, I need to go to Costco and meal prep for the entire week ahead. So I asked you guys on my Instagram, what would you like to know about my diet or about any sort of nutritional aspect of my weight loss, considering how I tried filming myself multiple times eating egg whites, and it was the most boring footage I have ever shot. So I figured, might as well meal prep this incredible amount of food for the week while answering some questions that you actually give a shit about. With the first question coming from Josh being, how many hard-boiled eggs can you fit in your mouth? Well, come over here, big boy, let's find out. The next question being, what has been your highest protein, or did you track that? No. I would imagine that my highest protein would have been during the egg noodle and meat diet, simply because I was eating decently large quantities of meat about 6 to 7 times a day. But no, I never tracked that, so sorry, can't tell you there. And do you ever take cheat days or meals? To this day, I actually haven't had a single cheat day or a single cheat meal. I had the little, we'll call it the mess up, which was when I ended up eating that extra rice cake and that little bit of extra chicken that I shouldn't have. But otherwise, I have been 100% perfectly consistent the entire time. Oh, this is a very good question. Also wanted to know if you carb cycled. Yes, I just announced that. And how did you find out the right balance? So that's when having a very qualified coach came into play, because he wrote this carb cycle once, and we haven't had to change absolutely anything since the very beginning, which is sort of an anomaly that he was even telling me, because usually people have to keep sort of changing it and lowering it a little bit. But for me, I've been eating the exact same portions right now that I was eating 45 pounds ago. It's another banger question. Wave God NYC was asking, are you afraid of going back to your old weight after your show? Most gain back weight. Yes, I am terrified. I'm terrified simply because it's not the first time I've unfortunately had to lose 100 pounds. Although this is the first time that I have done a lot of self-reflection during my weight loss and actually tried to create habits other than just crash dieting completely. Also, the fact that I now absolutely love and crave veggies, I think will play a very large part in the building of what will be my new normal. Because every time that I've lost weight before, I was never eating vegetables, and I feel like having a snack that is incredibly healthy, like let's say some cooked bok choy, is much better than going into the fridge or eating half a box of Oreos. What are your macros? And are there any foods that you won't eat? And what will you eat after the show? No clue what my macros are, that's why I have a coach. Are there any foods you won't eat? I am not sure how to answer that because I've been eating the exact same food for the last year. And what will you do after your show? I think it's really going to depend on if I win summer shredding or not. If I do win the overall for summer shredding in Toronto, I will then prep for the championship show. If I don't win summer shredding overall, then I'm probably gonna find something else to do. With the next question being, how did you lose weight without tracking? I've lost 70 pounds and I'm scared. I just made a video about that on not counting calories. Go check that out. It's doing really well, so clearly people must like it. What's your go-to seasoning for meat? Great question, let me show you. This thing right here, the Cajun Creole garlic butter, is ridiculous. I put this on everything. It is amazing. There are some calories in there, so I'm pretty sparse with it, but wow, the taste is ridiculous. I'll do my bok choy and like pan fry it with just like a little bit of spray. Oh my God, this stuff is wild. And another one that I just recently picked up is called Ghostly Garlic Black Garlic Salt. This stuff, it smells as good as it tastes. How many meals do you eat a day? And do you eat snacks between meals? No snacks really. It's all very planned meals. I eat 4 real meals, and then 1 protein shake meal with the rice cakes. Oh, this is a very good one. How do you battle sugar cravings and late night cravings? Late night cravings are probably the easiest ones to deal with. I just go to bed. Late night cravings are usually, it's in your head. There's no other way to really answer that. Most of the time, I would never believe you if you told me that you were actually hungry and that you wouldn't be able to sleep if you didn't have whatever you were craving. But really, to fight cravings, sugar-free pop is a very good alternative. I absolutely personally love the sugar-free Mountain Dew, but also sugar-free Jell-O. It's about 20 calories for the lemon flavor for the full pack. My battery just died as I was saying that, but 20 calories per pack of Jell-O. Son of a... Well, this sucks. I have all this meat to prepare, and I just ran out of propane. Means we're gonna have to cook all of this by pan. When the barbecue died, I'll be very honest with you guys, I got really angry and I just stopped recording. My fuse is definitely incredibly short since since I'm eating so little now. The calories did drop recently again. Not really on plan, I'll be honest with that one. It's a self-inflicted pain that I'm doing to myself to be able to lose the most amount of weight possible. But just to give you guys an idea, I still have about a whole plate and a half of this to cook. This is about, so imagine this with another plate and then half of this, and that's about how much chicken I eat in 1 week. So I did finish meal prepping, and I actually put everything into individualized weight portions in individual Ziploc bags to be able to get my meals really quickly when I do get to Toronto. I am flying out in a couple hours. I wish I could have probably put more into this video, but I promise I'll make it up to you guys. I will be posting aggressively over the next week to be able to document everything from my mental stability to how horrible I'm gonna be feeling much closer to the show. I'm gonna talk about how the water's gonna go up, and then we're gonna cut the water for the final dry out session. And I'm completely open to suggestion. If there's anything you guys wanna hear about, talk about, or for me to address, let me know in the comments. I would love to do it. Until then, have a great day.